Hi, beloved ones of God. Today I just would like to share what God has put in my heart, and I felt in my spirit led to talk about God's call. I would just start with my own life. Uh, I would go back to the times. This was the time, yeah, in 2005, when I just completed my engineering, and I was newly married also at the same time. I I began to ask God, what was I created? And what was my purposes. I'm sure all of us would have been through that phase, where we would have all asked ourselves, what's my purpose? What am I created for? So it was during this time I was seeking answers for, and I just went to God in prayer, trying to get answers for this. So it was during one of these, seasons of prayer and trying to figure out all that. I was praying, and my desires were simple, because I was married and I just finished my engineering and all. So I just wanted to settle down, and I wanted to have a nice house, have a nice car. My desire was just, just like everybody else, just have a nice house, nice car, and stuff. So here I am. I'm trying. I'm going to God in prayer, and I was led to open the book of Haggai. And when I was going through the book of Haggai, the entire chapter, it's like there's a rebuke for the people of Israel during that time for neglecting God's work and trying to be busy with their own lives, trying to be busy building their own house and stuff like that. And so when I come to this verse, I was like totally surprised. And I was thinking to myself, God, why is there so much of rebuke for trying to have our own lives, trying to build our own houses? Why is there so much rebuke? What's wrong in wanting to settle down and live our own lives? And as I was still going through with all this question in my mind, I come to a place in Haggai chapter 2 in verse 23 where he says, I will make you like my signet ring, declares the Lord Almighty, for I have chosen you. And when I'm reading this, when I come to the scripture, all of a sudden I feel like the letters, the pages have come alive. I feel like they have life, and it's just out of the pages. And I knew at that very moment I had an encounter with that verse. And I knew it was for me and that God was speaking to me. It was so real. I could feel it because I could feel the life inside that verse, and I knew. But I was so scared. I was not ready for that. So I immediately closed down the Bible and I tried to escape. So I still wanted to continue my time with the Lord. So I still didn't get out of the place, but I still wanted to escape, get away from this verse. So I jumbled my entire Bible. I tried to like flip flop. I jumbled, just trying to make sure that the next time I open, I don't have to deal with it. So after jumbling and putting and tossing and all that, I randomly open my Bible and I come to this verse which says, "Again, he said, peace be unto you. As the Father has sent me, I am sending you." I'm like, wow. Again, I mean, this was so real. This moment was so real. It was like he's there. He's talking to me again. Peace, because obviously this is the second time he's talking, and I'm breathless at this point, and he's saying peace. And also he's making it much more clearer to me this time, and he's saying, as the Father has sent me, I'm sending you. At this point of time, I just lost it. I thought there was no way I could argue with this God. Obviously, it is his Bible, it is his verse. He knows better than me. And the more I'm going to argue, the more he's going to take me to the verses that will talk about the same topic. So I didn't, for that day, I didn't want to do anything. So I just shut the Bible and I just closed it because I didn't want to deal with it. I would love to say that I accepted immediately right then and there, but I didn't. I would share about the process and the journey in the upcoming videos, but then I was not ready and I didn't share. But now here I am, after all these years, I have learned to embrace that verse. And our God is a wonderful God. He pursues us. He's there. He pursues. So I love the fact that He didn't leave us, and He is a living, talking God. He talks to us and He pursues. He's so much in love with us. He never leaves us away. So all I'm saying is, my desire is, at the end of this is like, what is that thing that God is calling you to? What is that one thing that God is saying about you? Embrace it. There is so much joy in that embrace. There's so much love in that calling. And also, and call also is about, it's about him. He is such a noble God. The nobility of the call reveals the nobility of the caller. He's such a mighty God. There is so much joy in just embracing it. I would encourage you, whatever it is that God is calling you, or whichever it is that God has been dealing with you, just embrace that thing. Embrace life. Embrace love, embrace joy, that there is beauty in that. There is immense joy in that. And also have come to know that God's power is manifested in his purposes. So come home, come home, come home to his embrace. I have embraced mine. Will you embrace yours?